Yo, good evening, people. It's been a few days. Welcome back to the Rescuing Our Community podcast. I'm Clayton here to speak about domestic violence. And particularly for the time being, I use my own situation as people. My situation is really some Tubi stuff, excuse me. But it is what it is. So you might notice I got this little red mark here, some knots on my head. I got into a car accident, people. Car accidents suck. They're painful as hell. My body hurts, my face hurts, but I'm alive, people. Somebody, my brake lines were tampered with, and I had a very serious accident a few hours ago. But God is good. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm still moving forward. I'm not discouraged. And I'm here to keep the fight going, people. So without further ado, let's start this podcast. So, people, the point of my podcast today is, as obvious, is to highlight domestic violence and intimate partner stalking. I myself, unfortunately, although I may not seem like it, am a victim of domestic violence and have been stalked by a woman for over a year, over 2 years actually. The woman I've been stalked to by name is Francyna Evins of Staten Island. Now, this woman has done all types of things to abuse me. She's lied to the police. She's literally created a movement advocating herself as a victim of domestic violence when she has been convicted in multiple states and has two final orders of protection against her. But such is the power of racism and bigotry, people. People don't like to give black men their rights in any capacity. So people it has actually been ignored the fact that I'm the victim and this woman is continuing to slander me. So recently, people, I discovered that this woman has a YouTube page entitled Clay the Cop Caller. Why is it called Clay the Cop Caller? I'll show you why. Basically, this girl has created a page where she is posting my content there, calling me a cop caller and all types of stuff again. I'm actually going to go to the page so I can highlight it. So this is the slanderous page Francyna Evins has created on me. People, look how fucking crazy Francyna Evins is. She created this YouTube page and put my videos up there. Look, cop caller Clay. I've tried shit, but she's small and petty and has stolen my 3K dog simply because she's attached and won't return them. This is why I did not return the company. I paid for it back over and I won't. Now, people, I've actually showed text messages where I was going to give her that bum ass company because the truth is I just wanted to be away from her. So, people, I noticed that she has me up here with the worst faces she can imagine. This bitch is a cornball, and I call her that with all honesty. Francina, you are a dusty, lame ass cornball. But it's all good, people. Because the truth is, this lame ass bitch is going to get the exact thing she wants, which is a nice 8x11 jail cell. So I noticed that she put the challenge up there for her brother Matthew, but if you notice, this coward still ain't accepted. So basically, Francina wants to put up that I challenge her brothers, but her brothers are cowards, people. They're sitting here in court, they're lying. Look at this sick bitch. This bitch is crazy, people. This girl is crazy. This girl has created a whole channel where she can bash me online. So I go on vacation with Francina, and I think I've already told this story. Like this bitch is a loser, people. This is the girl Staten Island backs. Staten Island, this is what you hold dear. Look at this cornball, people. This is how obsessed she is with the man who dumped her, people. That she would actually create a whole YouTube channel highlighting me just because she's that obsessed. Now, here's the thing she's really worried about. She assaulted my 8-month-old child. And people, I'm at a stage in this game. I'm tired of this chick. I'm tired of you people. And I'm going to make sure that this girl's reputation and everything is destroyed as just as much as she has to try to destroy mine with her lies. So people, she don't like these videos. I don't give a damn if she don't like these videos. If you didn't like them, you shouldn't be so much of a pathological liar. But you are, because this is just what you can't help because this is the type of person you are. So, in accordance with that, I would like to show people something. And what I'd like to show my audience is this. This is actually a text message conversation between myself and Francyna Evins, dated February 9th of 2002. This is actually 3 days, because I have to be right about the exact date. Sometimes you get confused when you're angry. This is 3 days after Francyna stole the dog. And in this conversation, not only does she agree to give it back to one of my right hand peoples, she also threatens to tell the mother of my child about her hitting the dog. Look, people, it's all here, all in order. But see, people, the power of racism and bigotry is so big that this fucking girl, despite all of this evidence against her, People, these people keep harassing me. People, it's at the point where I actually got to sue the damn prosecutor's office because I believe that Staten Island has somehow infiltrated Essex County. And there is a massive conspiracy going on to try to protect this girl and get her out of this. But people, they fucked up so bad. Oh my God, I can't wait to the day I can sit back and fully go into detail what these people did. Because people, they made my day with what they did on the 20th. I have never been happier in this situation than I'm right now. I could give a damn what they do to Francyna Evins at this point because I'm 1,000% positive I have a victims' rights lawsuit. People, racism is real. These people hate black men. Black men out there, minority men, these prosecutorial and law enforcement systems hate you. They will do whatever it is in their power to make you an offender, even if they know that you're telling the truth. People, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office has known Francyna Evins was stalking me and harassing me for over 2 years. They know about her punk ass brother Matthew trying to threaten me in other courts. People, they know about her brother Breton actually propositioning me to drop the charges, but they did nothing. Under the New Jersey Victims' Rights Act, people, a victim of a crime is entitled to several things. One is dignity and respect. Two is to be part of the prosecution to which it is advocating for his rights. Three is to be free of intimidation and harassment by not only the defendant, but anyone connected to the defendant. Four is the right to be. Four is the right not to be inconvenienced. I believe five is the right to be compensated for anything the defendant does to you. People, there are some rights listed by the state of New Jersey and even New York that victims of domestic violence and victims of crimes are actually afforded. But ignorance is bliss, people. Knowledge is power. The longer you sit back and you feign ignorance, the more I would say you are adverse to reading books, the greater the deception they will be able to pull on you. See, people, these people figured I was some ignorant former street nigga that couldn't read. They were wrong. They thought they would violate my civil rights. They thought they would violate my victims' rights, much like Staten Island thought they had another dumb, angry nigga. People, sometimes a black man can be angry, but it doesn't mean he's dumb. Sometimes black men are angry at the injustice we suffer at the hands of racially biased systems like those in New York and many states in many municipalities in the United States. Excuse me. Black men have no rights. Black men are constantly violated. Black men's rights are constantly overlooked in favor of any other minority. And lastly, their own women, who society has managed to put above them socially and economically. A lot of times from our own fault, black men, let's be honest, because laziness does not breed a chain of success. So jail and fast money opportunities have diminished our own greatness as we from what we are. People, you have to be knowledgeable of your rights, especially your civil rights. You have to be knowledgeable of the basic aspect of the law because this is how many brothers and sisters, whether black or Hispanic or Chinese, any minority, this is how law enforcement will catch you by not knowing your rights, by not knowing you have the right to remain silent, by not knowing that you have the right to an attorney, by not knowing that you have the right not to come out and cop out and diligently fight your case, by not knowing that an attorney must properly represent you. So when you have a public defender, excuse me, not doing his job, you have the right to file a complaint and list those allegations. As long as you can prove that this attorney does it, the court has to give you a competent attorney. The same thing works with a criminal prosecution, people. As a victim, the defense and the district attorney's office, is your representative. They have a mandatory responsibility to protect your interest and your person and your safety. And when they fail in that responsibility, they are liable to violations of State Victim Rights Act. Now, many times in cases, because we're ignorant and we don't know any better as minorities, what they'll do is use the overpowering, I would say, position of the office to pretty much shut you up. They'll ignore you. They'll ignore your emails. They won't return your phone calls. Who the fuck are you? We're not answering you. We do what we want to. But people, you can't accept no for an answer. You can't fall back and allow people to lie on you and violate your rights. Because if you allow them to do it once, they'll continue to do it. No, people, you have to know how to fight these people. Because if you don't, they will wash you under the rug and totally play you like they tried to do me. But thank God, people, I had a beautiful mother who was incredibly intelligent. And the one thing she always encouraged, not only me, but most of the people that she adopted as her children, even though none of them do anything for her but me, is to have a knowledge of ethics in the law. People, I am by far no lawyer, but I do have a college level reading. Um, I do have college level reading. So I am very, very, very good at the art of reading and deciphering things that are in printed text. So I have managed to uncover a way to basically fight for my rights, which ultimately may benefit me, but it's probably going to extend my domestic violence situation another year as my offender, from which you can see by this page, which you can see by this page, Cop Caller Clay is not planning on leaving me alone. People, this is a dedicated Facebook page Francyna Evins has created to publicly slander me and continue to harass the living shit out of me. People, this is fucking sad because this girl just went and moved on with her life. People, this would be over. I've been separated from this woman 3 years. She could have been engaged. She could have had children. People, the damn dog she's calling her daughter has had children and is on her second litter of puppies. People, but this girl can't stop stalking Clayton. She can't stop lying on Clayton. This is fucking pathetic, and I just have to say it exactly for what it is. Now I look at this Cop Caller Clay page, people, and again, oh, look at my daughter. This girl went after my kid, all of that. This bitch is gonna pay. I don't give a fuck who's listening. People, Francyna Evins is gonna pay for everything she did to me. She went after my child. She's lied on me. She's socially slandered me. People, I wish her punk ass brother would accept this fight. People, it's for the community. People, it's for the hood. It's for charity. It's for autism. People, my daughter has autism. Matthew, why don't you accept the damn challenge and stop being a fucking coward? Stop letting your coward ass sister and your broke ass nappy head mother stalk me with your lame ass half dead grandmother and be a man and accept the challenge. You or your faggot ass brother Brett, and excuse my language. People, nothing else is working with the Evans family. People, I've gone to court, I've filed motions, I've told the truth. They are literally playing this political game with that scumbag, wife cheating, little dick, prick ass dude, Victor Brown, who is still lobbying behind the scenes for this girl. People, there are so many important people who jumped out the window for Francyna. They are literally doing everything in their power to make sure she does not get convicted of this crime that she committed. See, people, they thought they would be able to manipulate the Essex County prosecutor and they would have some fat racist prosecutor chick lie her to me for over a year. People, but I caught this dumbass chick because she's fucking pathetic. This prosecutor is the worst excuse for a prosecutor. I'm going after her job. People, I have proof I contacted this woman 2 weeks before Francyna's trial with evidence that she intentionally left out, and then allowed the district attorney, and then allowed the defense to cross-examine me on it like I was lying. When I contacted this woman, like, hey, ma'am, I didn't see this in your packet. But she presented it to the court and then allowed the defense attorney to cross-examine me, which I did get around, people, but I got around because of how I handled it. Because the truth was, I'm like, no, I didn't submit them like that. I submitted them in order. And I made sure I said that on the record. Now, here's the thing. The judge might not have listened to it then, but based off the paperwork I filed after the fact, the judge got to listen to it now because I have the emails I sent to this prosecutor 2 weeks before the trial to reconfirm she had these text messages, and she told me she did. So for her to put me on the stand with incomplete text messages that I have contacted her for 2 times, and she told me she had people, that is a super violation of the Crime Victims' Right Bill in New Jersey. As a victim of a crime is supposed to be an active participant in the criminal prosecution. This woman didn't do that. She did everything in her power to not include me in the prosecution of Francyna Evins because she knew the truth is that the more I was involved, the more guilty would Francyna would look. People, I got a year worth of evidence with Francyna stalking me. I got a year worth of evidence with Francyna filing abusive litigation on me in not only New York but New Jersey. People, I have text messages. I have conversations where I asked Melissa Thomas to have Francyna and her mother leave me alone 50 times, people. I have text messages from Brandon Evins where he's asking me to drop the dog and his sister will drop the charges and his sister will give me back the dog. But people, she had already been ordered to give me back the dog. So that's witness tampering. People, I got messages from attorneys where they tell her that Matthew Evins and I almost had fights in court because Matthew's trying to fight me and I'm not bitching up. But people, guess what the prosecutors did? They ignored all of that and allowed me to actually almost have a confrontation with this pussy Matthew Evans in the court, which people, again, I am super with. I so want this coward Matthew Evans to accept this damn fight. But he won't, people, because he know Clayton got hands and Clayton gonna beat that ass. He know that. His family know that, people. They playing tough. Matthew playing tough coming to court like he want to fight. Matthew, you don't want no problem with me because you know that I'm going to beat the living shit out you. Brayton, you know what time it is too. That's why you ain't stepping to the plate. People, I don't say this because I just totally diminish these guys. I don't think I'm the toughest guy on the planet, but I know I'll beat both of they bitch ass. I know that. I would prefer not to use the level of profanity I'm using, but people, it is what it is when you're dealing with certain types of people, especially dirty people like the Evans family. And the Evans family is dirty. They are corrupt. They are liars. They use their vagina and their lying ass tongue to get what they want. But honestly, people, she comes from two generations of single, broken women. Clearly, the vagina ain't that good. But this is what they lobbying for because the girl got halfway pretty eyes. People, she's a pathological liar. She's a fucking child abuser, people. She is a sick young woman who is seriously mentally damaged. And I don't understand how anyone cannot see this with all of the things she has been doing for 2 years. People, who has the time to do something like this? People, I make videos telling the truth. People, I'm making you videos showing you proof. Cop caller Clay. You don't see nothing like this with me and Francyna. People, I've literally been asking this woman to leave me alone for 2 years, people. 2 years. I can't get this crazy ass girl to go away, people. Why? Because I put my dick in her once and twice and left it in all night. She can't be that obsessed with me, people, but I guess she is. I guess the obsession really does come that hard when someone is that good to you, people, because Francyna Evins cannot leave Clayton Howard alone. She cannot drop this, people. She will not drop this, people. She is even, again, she went after my autistic child. This girl is lucky I don't try to fucking kill her. But I know that's what they want. People, these people want me to revert to violence with Francyna Evins so bad. They praying I get sick of this bitch and hurt her. They praying it, but nobody's going to get that satisfaction. Francyna Evins is going to put me in a multi-million-dollar home because she is a fucking psycho. And I'm so proud to say, super proud to say that I have gained the maturity to make it through this situation. Because people, the only way I'm going to get the check is to have the maturity to make it through the nightmare. And people, I'm pretty much through the nightmare. I've totally exposed this woman for the pathological liar she is. This is why Staten Island's district attorney had to drop their charges against me, people, not because they're an ethical office, because they knew if they actually went through with the trial, the lawsuit that I got now would be twice as worse after we sent them that discovery. Because the discovery proved one undeniable fact that Francyna had lied to the 120 precinct to get me arrested. She had taken dismissed allegations from New Jersey, waited 3 days, and refiled them with the protection and backing of Victor Brown and Michael McMahon to have me arrested, which these two guys commingled together and had me arrested under a fictitious charge of Francyna Evins. This is the main reason of the lawsuit against New York and the NYPD. People, but again, and I don't think it's just New York. I think it's overall the attitude that they have towards black men. They do not want us to be acknowledged in any capacity as a victim. They want us to be offenders. They are doing everything in their power to make Francyna Evins a victim. Francine is no victim. People, they actually cross-examined me to a video with me cursing her mother, who is clearly the aggressor in the video, after Francine is being cited for violating an order of protection. People, you get no more victim than that. But because the mother approached me in the street when I was leaving, people, key. I was leaving, getting in my car, and the mother walked from the street to the car and started talking about my dead mother to agitate me into a fight. This fat, racist ass, nasty prosecutor didn't even have the decency to tell the judge the truth, which is no, Your Honor, hold on. With respect to the victim, that video is citing the defendant for violating the order of this New Jersey judge. That's what's going on, and the defendant is leaving. You can clearly see how the victim's mother, how the defendant's mother is following the victim to his car to antagonize him into an argument. So how can she possibly be afraid of a man she left the safety of her front door to come out into the street to record and walk up to him while the cops was there? People, clearly Laura Owens was not afraid of me. But this district attorney didn't say anything, man. I hope I can put this district attorney ass back in law school to be a paralegal for what she did to me. I'm going after this chick's job, people. She should not have violated the rights of Clayton Howard like that. That was a huge mistake. People of God, today I am incredibly thankful for Francyna Evins because she has done so much to me. I am quite confident that she is about to change my entire financial position for life. And that's a good thing. Sometimes you have to accept the hatred of your enemies and accept the blessing that comes from them, people, because mark my words, One of these live casts, you're going to realize my entire situation has changed because people, I'm about to get a hell of a check because of this crazy ass girl who won't leave me alone. Sometimes people in life, you have to realize when a relationship's over and move on. On behalf of Operation Rock people and on behalf of intimate partner stalking, end relationships that don't end well. Forget them. Forget the people who hurt you. Move on with your life and know your rights. Because when those people come after you, people, you will have to become something you never thought you could, like me, which is a goddamn self appointed lawyer. If you cannot afford to fight the fight, these people are fighting you. People, I've been stalked for 2.5 years. This woman has gone after my business. She's gone after my personal life. She's tried to destroy my relationship. She has done everything in her power to minimize my ability to earn to fight her. So I had to use the one thing that I was blessed with that she lacks is the brain. People, this girl has so lost that I am so thankful for the craziness that this girl has done to me because I am quite confident that I am going to be blessed in the end. For anyone out there who is involved in a horribly abusive domestic violence situation and could use some help with an order of protection or the laws of New York and New Jersey, I am a willing and free reference that will help you. I can help you and give you advice on order protections, and I can guide you through the truthful way to get an offender to leave you alone. Even though it may not seem like I'm not that I'm unsuccessful. People, if I was a white man, I'd be successful because I've learned to do everything to keep someone away from you. My problem is that my dark skin prevents law enforcement from accepting the fact that I could really be a victim. But that doesn't mean that you will go through the same thing as me. So again, people, the point I'm saying now is anyone out there, you need help, you want to DM and ask me for some advice. I've been doing it for a while now. I'm going to make this service available to everyone because I am not the only person. From what I'm learning now from these videos and the people who DM me, I am not the only person going through a crazy ass chick or dude who is doing this type of stuff to them. For the people out there who I've helped, you know I'm legitimate. Spread the word, people. We need to build a community of people who can say it wasn't me and speak against people like Francyna Evins who use the police and law enforcement to manipulate the domestic violence process or any process to get revenge against an ex. People, intimate partner stalking is real, and the average intimate partner stalking lasts 2.5 years. God help those who go beyond the 2.5 years, like myself, people, because those stalking situations go over 5 years. And people, from the looks of the page in front of you, from Cop Caller Clay and all of this stuff that this woman has recently created, people, Francyna Evins has no intention on stop stalking you. I wish this was back in the 90s where I could have some girls I know just go whoop her motherfucking ass because people, that would stop her. A good old fashioned 90s ass whooping would stop Francyna. But we live in 2020, people. This is what these racist and bigot bastards in law enforcement and in these advocacy agencies want. They want me to have somebody whoop this girl ass for everything they know she doing to me. Because the second somebody beat this bitch up, they're gonna send the Navy after me. They're gonna send the Marines. They're gonna do everything in their power to say she was being stalked by me. If I get somebody to hurt her, that's why I'm not going nowhere near her, people. That's why I'm not going to feed into it. That's why I've actually kept women off of her from beating her motherfucking ass because I know the second she gets beat up, she's gonna scream from the highest hill it was me, and I'm not giving your punk ass that much energy. People, I don't want nothing to do with Francyna Evins. I don't got nobody after her. Nobody got to worry about me saying anything or ever speaking to this garbage ass woman again. She is dirt, people. Any woman who would do this to an innocent man is fucking garbage. And any group of people that would help her, you don't deserve any type of political position. You should pray that I don't get the check I do because anybody who was involved in this, you have made an enemy out of me. You should have left me alone. You should not have violated my rights. You should not have went after my daughter. If you are involved in this, you can look in my eyes and you will know what I'm saying to be true. You and I will have a day. On behalf of justice, people, keep the fight going, like, share, and spread, people. Intimate partner stalking is real, people. I am a testament to that. Anyone out there, if you need help with an order of protection, if you need help with ways to get yourself hurt as a victim, Clayton and Operation Rock is here for you. Help me spread the message. Help me stop intimate partner stalking. And by stopping intimate partner stalking, we bring awareness to women like Francyna Evins, who abuse the police and domestic violence process to achieve revenge because they're so pathetic they can't let go. People, that's all it is, people. This girl is pathetic. Help me expose this pathetic creature that calls herself a woman. She's a joke. And honestly, people, I'm going to expose that joke so I can have the peace to raise my daughter and live my life. On behalf of Justice and Operation Rock, people, let's stop intimate partner stalking. Let's stop women like Francyna Evins, who lie through their teeth and abuse law enforcement to achieve revenge on men that no longer want them. Thank you for